You were there to make a statement by turning out in force. We turned out respectfully, of course. This is not a time to be whining or moaning or perhaps even complaining, but to send that reminder that when the economy returns, the University of South Carolina believes that it deserves to be considered at the very beginning of the return of the economy because of the importance of what we do for the state of South Carolina.
With difficult economic times threatening funding for public higher education, more than 200 University of South Carolina alumni and supporters marched to the State House in Columbia to speak one-on-one with legislators to remind them why a strong USC benefits the entire state. The annual Carolina Day at the State House is sponsored by the Carolina Alumni Association's Carolina Action Network, and advocates representing all 8 of the university system campuses are on hand to participate. The university's budget has been cut by 50% over the last few years. USC Vice President for Communications Luann Lawrence says the message sent to elected officials in 2011 is threefold.
Our first concern is that we are hoping that the legislature hasn't introduced anything yet, but we hope they do not introduce a tuition cap. We're also hoping that they do not introduce a cap of out-of-state enrollment as well. And the third issue we're concerned about is making sure they understand the impact of lottery funds and what lottery funds do for University of South Carolina students. There are things that we're sharing with them. For example, if you look at the tuition cost, the sticker price, if you will, for the University of South Carolina, it's currently about $9,800 a year, which is a very high figure. But when you look at the impact that lottery funds have on that number, the average Columbia student is paying closer to $2,700 a year. It is absolutely critical those lottery funds are retained so that higher education in the state is accessible and affordable to our own in-state students.
Becoming an advocate for the Carolina Action Network can take as little or as much time as you have to give. Find out more at mycarolina.org/advocacy.